Good afternoon and welcome to Noss Marina on Dart. Now we have a new office down here on the River Dart and Noss Marina, and behind me we have the first of our stock boats here we've got to show you. So we thought what better way of giving you a quick video tour of the boat. Now she is a brand new Axopar 37 cross cabin 2024 model year boat obviously, and she's got a wet bar. So let's jump on board and go and have a look round. Before we do that, let me just give you the quick once over of the exterior of the boat, and as you can see she's finished with the brabus line. She's also got the anti-fouling option. You can see here it's got a grey anti-fouling. Now this coating here, for those that don't know, is really designed to keep the marine growth off the bottom of the hull, so that's what that's doing there. And you can see that fantastic stepped hull and hull profile that Axopar design and manufacture, and that gives you the amazing running capabilities of this Axopar 37. In fact, we've had a client out on one of these today, obviously not this boat, and they said it was pretty windy here today, as you might hear on the audio, and the boat handled absolutely fantastically out on the water. With the brabus line option, you've got these black brabus badges which look very smart, and then the brabus badge itself there, and you can see all the external rub rail is in black and the metal work is also in black. Down here you've got the rear rubbing straight coming right around the back of the bathing platform, and then underneath here you can see the trim tabs. Now we talk as if trim tabs, of course everybody knows what trim tabs are, but if you're not sure, these go up and down, not a huge amount, but probably about that much, and what these do is allow you to adjust the angle of the boat when she's running. So sometimes in different sea conditions you'll need to operate the boat maybe either bow down or bow up, and this will give you the ability to do that, a bit like the flaps on an aeroplane. And you might spot down there as well, you've got an underwater light, so that's a Lumishore underwater light there. Now I can't really show you that with the boat out of water, but that's what that does there. Moving slightly further aft here, you've got the twin engines. Now, when a boat's with us in stock, ready to go, we don't put the props on, we leave the props off. The props are currently in their bags or boxes on the boat, but this boat's got the twin V8's 300 Mercuries on the back, and this boat has also the joystick system, so you'll see that in a second when we go up to the helm. These lights here at the back, you might wonder what these are. These are actually lights that work with the joysticks. When your boat's in joystick operation mode, these actually go round in circles in yellow lighting, just to give you a warning that the boat is operating on joystick drive. If we jump up on board now, you'll see, as I mentioned, this is a wet bar configuration. So I slip my shoes off to go on board. It's a brand new boat. So you've got the wet bar configuration, the aft cockpit. Now this is ideal if you're using the boat a lot with family and friends and you're out and about on the water. This is a really nice setup, because what this does is give you lots of space here in the aft cockpit of the boat. The wet bar itself is incredibly useful. So you can see here you've got an insulated and cooled box there for drinks, and on the port side here you've got a sink. Everything's all brand new, even the tap comes in a little bag just to protect it, and then you've got this little lid here that you can put back on top of there. This is all nicely finished, as you can see underneath the wet bar moulding, all nicely finished, not sort of unfinished gel. And then underneath here you've got a storage compartment with some of the exterior covers. Starboard side you've got a little bin in there and some more storage as well, and then underneath the floor here you've got these huge lockers. So I'll just endeavour to lift these up one-handed. You've got a really good sized locker there, so that'd be great for paddleboards, outboard motors, general gear and paraphernalia that you keep on boat, and there's keys also to lock that, so that is a lockable. Now these here are seats, so you've got the ability here to flip that down, and then all of a sudden you've got an additional 3 seats along here. So you've got 1, 2, 3 in this aft cockpit area. So if you are using this area for when you're running, or if you're just relaxing, this gives you a bit of more functionality in the space. Port and starboard here we've got these lift up lids, and these got also the cushions which go onto here, which is really nice. You've got these fender box cushions, and that again is a really nice seating location if you want to sit out here. This particular spec's designed really around some fishing. So if you're into your fishing, you've got some rod holders up here. So you've got the Targa arch, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rod holders there, and then you've got additional rod holders down here as well. So there's definitely a functionality here. Another function which I really need to show you down here on the starboard side is the live tank. So basically here, if I just lift this up, this is actually designed to give you, you can fill that with water, and then it's a live bait well. You can see it's finished here with in the creamy colour, and that's a really nice idea. If you are using this as a fishing boat, not fishing boat, but for a bit of recreational fishing, it's ideal. That really, it really is very cool feature. Engines themselves, you've probably seen this on other boat videos I've done. You've got really easy to access the oil dipstick here and the oil filler, and that's a feature I really like on these Mercuries. You don't have to take that huge cowling off to access that. Obviously there's one on each engine. You've got the Brabus ski tower here as well. So this is all finished in the Brabus black, which is very, very smart indeed. And again, that is a really nice feature on the back of the boat. You've got the JL Premium audio upgrade on this boat. So you can see here, you've got speakers everywhere you look. You've certainly got speakers on the outside. You've got a grab rail up here underneath the back of the hardtop, which I quite like. And then you've got, I keep mentioning it, but the Brabus line cleats with the B on there, which again is a very nice feature indeed. Okay, so let's just take you into the cabin. So it's a really nice sunny evening here at Noss, and I wanted to show you we've got both doors open, port and starboard doors. Now I appreciate we're looking out onto a boatyard, but look how much light and air there is coming into space. It really does, even though it's a cabin boat, with that roof right back, which is of course electric. You can see the roof bars here. It gives you so much light and space. You've got a nice breeze coming through here as well. You've got the table in here, which there's a cheeky spec there, which I've got as a reference point. You can see what I'm running through. And then you've got the standard finish upholstery in here, which is this petrol colour, which is really nice. Cup holders mounted behind the bench here. And this L-shaped seating section is deceptively big. You could sit at least 4 people on there. You have still got some storage, so this would be normally your access into the aft cabin. I will try and do this one-handed. If not, I'll get back to this in a minute. You can see there you've got some storage in there, so you've got the manuals, the lead for the electric lead and things like that. So there is still quite a good amount of storage in here. You do have also tucked down there in the floor, there's a little cool area in there. If you wanted to put a bottle of wine in there with some ice, you could. And you can see another JL Audio subwoofer there as well underneath the helm seats. The helm seats themselves do spin, so you can actually turn those round just by pulling these knobs here, slide back and forth, and you can actually turn those round to then use your dining table there. Up at the helm, as I mentioned at the start of this video, this boat is a joystick boat, so you can see the joystick here mounted at the helm, and that's in a really good location just in front of the throttles. So you've got Skyhook, which is the ability to keep the boat in one position using the GPS. And a point which I always mention when talking about the joystick is you do also have autopilot function on this as well. So you've got a heading hold and actual course route holding, so you go from one waypoint to the next. Webasto heating control here, so that's tucked down by the throttles. Slightly upgrade on the 24 versions. You have a black surround rather than a sort of metallic. And then you've got, of course, the Scanstrut waterproof charger, which has got the USB just tucked underneath there. Twin screens on the Simrad, which I really like, perfect for all your information. And you can see, looking up at the tower up there itself, you can see the spotlight, and then you've got the twin aerials. Sorry, I'll take you around this way, which gives you the AIS, both receive and transceive through the VHF as well. Underneath the helm seats, you've got the fridge, which again, for 24 model year boats, has been slightly updated with a slightly newer Dometic fridge. And you can see the VHF still wrapped up down there. So all in all, this has got everything you need on it for lots of fun on the water. You can see you've got switchgear here, you've got lighting for the panel itself here. You've got navigation lights, anchor lights, deck lights, roof lights, ambient lights, underwater lights, which we've just seen. And then you've got your wipers and horn and a couple of auxiliary switches if you ever needed them. The battery switches are located just underneath the helm seat here. So the remote battery switches, so you slide those down there and you can see there you can turn your batteries on and off. This little compartment underneath here, you have access to the fuel taps in there. So from a safety perspective, that's a really important bit to note. But that's where they're located. And then by pushing this button here, I can go down into the cabin area. So this boat does have the toilet compartment. So you can see you've got the Perspex screen there for the toilet. Boat's brand new, so as I mentioned, things like the toilet seat still wrapped up. You've got the switchgear fuses down here for the systems on board. And then here you've also got essential switches like water pump, switch on or switch off, and your macerator pump out switch is located here as well. Down here, you've got your nav card, remote nav reader for the plotters, and then you've got the diagnostics connection for the engines. A bit more storage in here, so if you wanted to store some cosmetics, whatever in there, you could. And then you've got the tap, which again is covered in that bag. Behind this door here, we do have the shower. So you can see there you've got the shower, and this boat does have also the warm water option, which is something we're seeing a lot more now in the 37s. Coming forward into this forward cabin space, this is, oh, it smells all brand new in here, which is nice. You've got the gull-wing doors on here, which I'll try and open one-handed. Everything's so much harder one-handed. But you can see in here, we've also got the Mediterranean finish. So this is an option on this boat, which gives you this really nice upholstery in here. And that's a really nice sized double berth there. You've got a seat here, both the one I've just sat on and on the starboard side. And then down here, you've got a little 240 volt, which is a Euro style plug. See if I can just open that one-handed. There we go. So you can, I love, like, again, as with that saloon or cabin area, once you've got that door open, look at that light just beaming into here. It really does make this space feel very different all of a sudden. You've got the CO2 alarm up there and the fire alarm. which is all nice to have. And you've got your little steps here, just jumping outside. So you can see here you've got your upholstery in a petrol finish with this fabric area as well, which really works nicely with the Silvertex. And this is just a really nice space to be. Okay, yes, as I keep mentioning, we are out of the water, but you've got the sun pad here. So you've got the extended sun pad box in front of the seating section here. And that's, again, got a bit of storage in there. And then forward, I can lift the anchor locker and show you here, you've got everything brand new, so the anchor's not even been fitted yet. We won't fit that until we actually got the boat sold. You've got the anchor windlass control unit down here, and then you've got all the fenders and bits and pieces in there, ready to be inflated, ready for a new owner. You do have the shore power socket tucked down there, so the shore power leader would come forward, and then you can spot the nav lights just slightly further forward there, which obviously work in conjunction with the light on the masthead, which is up there with the VHF aerial. So hopefully that's a fairly in-depth walk around this particular boat. I've pointed out, I think, most of the extras. Forgive me if I've missed anything, but I think I've pretty much pointed out everything. The boat's obviously got covers which go over all of this, so we've uncovered it for this video. It will all be covered back up for being stored here. She's available to view. Whenever you can get down, please do come and have a look. She's worth coming to see, because if you've not been on a 37 before, this is a really nice boat with a great spec for you to look at. We can talk through any of the options that you want to, or anything that's missing or that you don't need, explain the benefits of it. We're very happy to do that. But this is a really good opportunity for you to see a boat in Devon. We've got the office here, so she's out of the water. You can park 50 yards away from where this boat is, and we can get you on board. We've got some great steps to get you on. So please do contact us if you'd like more information on this boat, or indeed 37s in general. Come and see us at the beautiful Noss on Dartmouth Marina. It's stunning down here, and this place is going to be fantastic going forward with what we're doing here. So please do come and see us. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Any comments below would be grateful. Give us a thumbs up, and yeah, subscribe, and speak to you again soon.